Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, I didn't catch the Emmys this year. I often forget about awards shows. I can really get into them, or I just forget about them. And the Emmys, there's been nothing on that I've been watching on TV for ages, so I really don't care. I guess that's why I forgot about it. But I heard about an upset afterwards, and I thought, that's weird, and I had to have a look at this to see if it was true. But apparently, The Bear was nominated in Best Comedy Series. And I'm like, how is that possible? It's not a comedy. I've seen The Bear. Now, I missed it the first season, and I watched it in the second season because, Jeremy Allen White basically has the same name as me, so I kept noticing his name everywhere, because I'm Stephen Allen White and he's Jeremy Allen White, and we're both very white. And Jamie Lee Curtis was appearing as the mother in the second season, so I ended up watching the first two seasons back to back. And the other thing was, I was in a relationship with a guy who ran a restaurant, so I sort of ran a restaurant for a couple of years, so I kind of know that side of things as well a little bit. And it was good, but it was definitely a drama. It didn't even have... I don't even remember any comedy. It had no comedy. It had some humour here and there, but only little moments. And that's not a comedy. Comedies have to be a specific formula, a specific format. It doesn't have to be a sitcom, but it has to be basically some sort of setup for a punchline, and even if the whole episode is a setup for a punchline or something. It's got to have that sort of format. That's what is the craft, and that's what should be nominated and recognised. And just dramas with a little bit of, character, humour, and a little bit of just humour, that doesn't count. Like Sex and the City, for example, that was never a comedy. It was always pushed as a comedy. It was always just a drama with a lot of humour and some comedy. And there are a lot of shows like that where they are dramas that just got a little bit of humour. They're not comedies. So how this got nominated, I don't know. So the winner was Hacks, thank God, because actually a comedy from what I hear. But got nominated along with Curb Your Enthusiasm and Only Murderers in the Building and all these shows. And the weird thing is, I thought The Morning Show was a comedy, and that was nominated in Outstanding Drama Series. So I'm a bit confused here. And I don't even know any of these shows. The Free Body Problem, never seen it. Slow Horse, never seen it. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, never seen it. The Morning Show, never seen it. The Gilded Age, never seen it. Fallout, never seen it. Shogun, never seen it. Reservation Dogs, Palm Royale. I haven't seen any of these shows. I saw a little bit of Curb Your Enthusiasm. I hate Larry David, so that's the end of that. And The Crown, I've seen like the first 3 seasons, and that's it. The only shows I've been watching last couple of years have been And Just Like That, which I actually subscribed to a streaming platform to watch, and Superman and Lois, same thing, I actually subscribed to a platform to watch. I think it was the same one. And those are the only shows I've been interested in outside of genre shows, and mostly those that I hate watch, or just because I feel like I have to watch them because I just feel like I do. Like Rings of Power, I haven't watched the second season. I liked the first season, but I don't really feel the need to watch it. And same with the Game of Thrones sequel, I can't remember what that's called. That was awful and grim. I don't know why people love that show. I really couldn't be bothered watching it. And the only other things I've been watching is Star Trek, and that's mostly hate watching. So I'm mostly watching DVDs and catching up on TV shows we've been meaning to watch for years. So I don't really watch TV, and there's nothing really jumping out at me. It's usually just DVDs and YouTube. So I was just really shocked to see this, and it won in 3 categories. So they basically stole free comedy awards from free comedy shows, or people who work on free comedy shows, by having it in the wrong category. Now, my understanding is the actual producers can decide what category they nominate the show in. I would have thought the Academy would decide and nominate stuff. I don't know how this works. I don't know how they got this around that way, but apparently that's how it works. The only other sort of upset was one of the supporting actors in Shogun didn't win. He lost out to one of the guys from The Morning Show. So, and that was the other thing. He has several nominations and he's won. I think you should only get one win. If you win an Emmy, you shouldn't be able to get nominated again. You can be nominated as many times as you need to win, but you shouldn't get another Emmy. Same with Oscars. Once you have one, you should just have it. Because for a TV series, movies is different because each movie is different, each role is different. But if you're playing a character in a show, you get some people nominated year after year, and sometimes they win year after year just because they're the most popular thing, or their studio really has a chokehold of the people behind the show. And it's really unfair. I think once you win for a TV series, you shouldn't be able to get nominated again. So that's another thing I want to talk about, because I'm kind of still surprised that happens. I get it with the Oscars because every film is different, but TV series being nominated year after year, same people winning Emmys year after year, it's just really unfair for the other people who deserve them just as much. So I just want to comment on those two things because I found it really bizarre that what people consider to be a comedy, and just any bit of humour in a drama show, apparently you can have it considered a comedy and steal awards from people who actually work, the actual craft of comedy and comedy writing. So I think that's really unfair. And yeah, I really think if you get an Emmy, you shouldn't be able to be nominated again for the same thing over and over again, because some people do just, yeah. I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think of the whole Bear as a comedy thing. And yeah, I think the one Emmy nomination thing is something they should consider.